Hi, I'm Jill from jillshomерemedies.com, and if you watched my video from a few weeks ago, I made some comfrey oil, and it's just, the video will be called How to Make an Herbal Oil, and it's very easy. I just took fresh comfrey leaves and filled it up, and then the jar up with the fresh comfrey leaves, and then filled it up with olive oil, and let it sit in the oven for about an hour, and then I let it sit on my counter and just shook it every once in a while for a couple weeks. And so to get complete instructions, you can watch that video. But now I'm going to make a salve and show you how to do a salve. I have some cheesecloth here that I'm going to place over the bowl, and I'm going to strain off the leaves to get this lovely green herbal oil. And you can do this with obviously any herb if you want to make an oil with it. For some reason you can do this, and here's this, and I did not bring a towel out with me, so my hands are going to be yucky. I didn't bring anything. If I was inside I would definitely wash my hands, but I didn't, so don't have a towel. So but if you can do this with dried comfrey. With the dried leaves, when you make a tincture, an oil, things like that, you would fill the jar up halfway with the dried, all the way with fresh, whether you're making tinctures or oils. So I'm just gonna squeeze this out, and I think I'll just wipe my hand on the grass. Just kind of clean it off a little bit. Okay, clean grass. So anyways, what I want is 2 cups of this oil. So let me do it this way. I'm going to pour it back in the jar, just because, like I said, I didn't really I'm going to make a mess here. I need 2 cups of this comfrey oil. So I didn't think to bring another bowl out to measure how much I need, because I'm going to have some oil left over, which you can use for anything. But I'm going to make a salve just because salves keep better and they're more convenient to bring with you. So anyways, here's the 2 cups of comfrey oil, and then here I have some beeswax, and the beeswax obviously is what hardens the oil into a salve. And so for 2 cups of the oil, I'm going to use about 1/4 a cup of the beeswax, and just put that in there. And I'm going to do a tablespoon of vitamin E oil. This is going to help moisturize and make it silky, and it just makes a good salve to add vitamin E oil. And then I have some lavender, pure essential oil lavender. You don't want to get fake stuff, fake fragrances. We don't want that. This is pure, and it smells so much better than the perfumey, yucky stuff. Lavender. This helps preserve it. Let's see, into. Okay, that's 15 drops of lavender oil. And so what I'm going to do when I get inside, because I don't have a burner outside, so you're just going to stir it up, and you're going to place this in a pan, and on the stove, just on medium, and just stir it until the wax completely melts. And when it's melted, in order to see whether or not it's going to be the right consistency, you can take a spoonful of the hot wax, or the hot ointment, the hot salve, place it in the freezer for 5 minutes. When you take it out of the freezer after 5 minutes, if it's too runny, you can add more wax and melt it to make it the consistency you want. If it's too hard, you can add more olive oil into the pan and stir it until it's the right consistency. And then you would just take a spoon of it, put it in the freezer for 5 minutes, and see if it's the right consistency for salve. So that's how to tell, because some people, they let it harden in the tins and they decide, oh, this is not the consistency I want, and so you have to redo the whole thing and scrape it out of the tins, So once it's the consistency that you want for a salve, while it's still hot, you're going to pour it into tins, and I have some of these, and you're just going to pour it while it's hot, pour it into the tins, and just let it sit there, and it will harden into a salve just like what you buy at the store. And it's very, very simple to make your own salves. This is a basic recipe. This is specifically for comfrey salve, but you can combine other herbs, and you know, there's herbs that go together that just make a very good combination for different things. And that's the basic thing, is beeswax, you know, some kind of essential oil drops, normally lavender, and vitamin E oil, and it's the basic recipe. Very easy to make your own salve. It used to intimidate me when I would see salves. Oh, I can never make that, but it's so easy. Comfrey salve, like I said, I'm using this for varicose veins. You can use it for burns, boils, torn ligaments, broken bones, sprained ankles, bruises. I don't know if I'm repeating myself, but it's just used for so many different things. Anything outward, the salve can be used for. Comfrey is a healer. It knits, literally knits bone together. It just knits skin and just pulls it together and heals it. It's just a wonderful herb, and I encourage you to make your own. And I would like you to visit my website within the next week or so. I'm opening an Etsy shop where I'm going to sell some different herbal combinations, and I will have comfrey salve on there, and you can purchase that and try it for varicose veins, anything, just to have on hand for anything outward, any kind of problem or boil or bruise or whatever on your skin. And so keep an eye out for that. My Etsy shop is called Rocky Ridge Herbal Remedies, and I'm going to be adding more herbal combinations as I come up with them. So thank you for joining me, and we'll see you next time.